Hello, aspirants. First of all, I want to congratulate you for writing mains this year. And I am here to give some final tips. I know that most of you would have already completed your syllabus, and many of you are doing your final bit of revision 5 to 10 days before the exam. And I also understand that there is tremendous pressure and you want to prove yourself and you feel that this is an opportunity which you have to perform to your 100%. And under such circumstances, there will be pressure on each and everybody. But at the same time, we should also understand that the way we handle pressure in these last 7 to 8 days and also on the day of exam will definitely add on to our success or definitely push us towards reaching our goal. So, for that, what has to be done? First and the foremost important understanding here is last 7 to 8 days, there will be situations where you might become blank. Why it happens with everybody? Because it's about the whole syllabus coming on your head in one go. You might feel that you have not done the optional well, or maybe ethics well, not revised things well. But at the same time, we should also understand this will be same for everybody. Everybody will become blank because there's tremendous pressure and there's so much of syllabus to be covered. So you need not worry and that it is happening only to you. It's a common thing for everybody. First and foremost thing that is very important. Second thing, I think it is always better that we prepare a to-do list. Like I can say, what are the most important things I have to revise in the next 7 to 8 days? It is better that we put it on the paper. For example, for few, I think ethics examples have to be revised more often. For few, probably the quotations which they have read for essays have to be revised multiple number of times. For few, probably maybe the optional has to be, the fast revision of optional is important, but always put the timeline on the desk and keep looking into it, because it is very important that these final revisions are completed so that we enter into the exam hall with confidence. So that's another very important aspect. Third important aspect is probably many of the students, they read 18 hours, 15 hours or 14 hours this period of time. But also remember that decent amount of sleep is also important, at least in the last 7 8 days. You have to maintain that cycle of the exam. So that's very important that you give adequate rest to your body, because if the health is going to reduce or your health is going to get affected at this point of time, our efficiency is going to drop. So it's very important that we stay healthy in the last 10 days and also during the exam period. So please keep it in mind before we get into trouble. So that's a very important factor. And now coming to the revision method, last 7 8 days, based on importance, based on requirement. Importance is obviously we know optional, ethics and essay. That is about importance. Second, based on requirement, you know where you are weak and which area you have to revise multiple number of times. Put everything on paper and then start revising. Okay. Third important thing, understand that the exam is tough for everybody. Exam is uncertain for everybody. So there is no point in overthinking about the result. Just focus on day targets. That is, this day I have to achieve this. This should be the only focus of, I call it as short-term targets. Don't think about those conditions which are not in your hand. So only think about those which are in your hand. That is what I mean. Okay, on the exam day again, now once you have prepared for the next 7 8 days, and that's it, we have done it, we have given our best. Now with a cool mind, I have to enter the exam hall. In the exam hall, what becomes important is one, time management. So it is very important that this is a game of averages, because I have to do above average in almost all my papers. That is, when I talk about GS, I should touch 95, 100 should be my target in almost all the papers. So this is a game of averages. So if you have not done well in one paper, or you might feel that you have not done well or up to your optimum level, don't carry it to the next exam. There's a very big problem that we take it to our head, carry it to the next exam and spoil that also. Remember, it is only a one-day game, and once the game is over, I'm going to forget what I have done and move on to the next. So this is a very important disconnect which you should bring in. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult to perform. And many students put all the books in front of them right now and they start revising. I think it will unnecessarily create pressure. You would have made synopsis, you would have made some short notes, and go. If you have to go with a cool mind, it is very important that you don't mess up things. Even during the exam also, the days during preparation regarding the exam, on the day of exam also, it's not that you open all the books and revise. So that's something which you have to keep in mind. And health is very important. Okay, take decent amount of water and eat light food during exam, and that's again very important. And most important of all is optimism. I have to stay positive all round the preparation, like next 10 days as well as during the exam. This optimism will definitely give you that additional edge which others may not have. So optimism means I'm going to stay confident. I have done what I have done, and I'm leaving rest to the God, and come what may, I will take it. I have done my duty, and that's the end. So therefore, this kind of attitude helps you to ace the exam, and you will be successful, and give your best. And that's it. And anything related to negativity, please avoid negativity at this moment. Anything which is putting load on your head should also be avoided. And that's from my side. And I wish you all the best. And I think God blesses you with prosperous results. Thank you.